Imagine you're in a room full of people. Maybe it's your office, a family gathering, or dinner with friends. Everything seems normal. People are laughing, talking, enjoying themselves. But somewhere in that crowd sits someone who is slowly, quietly draining your peace of mind, your confidence, and your energy. And here's the scary part. Toxic people rarely destroy your life overnight. At first, they seem kind, they seem normal, they might even seem charming. But little by little, they reveal themselves through small warning signs. Signs we often ignore because we're busy giving people one more chance. Today, we're going to talk about 5 subtle psychological signs that can help you instantly spot toxic people without saying a single word. And pay close attention to signs 4 and 5, because that's where you'll realize how easy it is to become their next target without even noticing.
If you are new to that channel, then subscribe and like before moving up in the video.
Sign 1. The conversation hijack. Imagine you had a terrible day and decide to open up to someone. You say, "Man, today was awful." A healthy person would listen, show empathy, and give you space to express yourself. But a toxic person, they cut you off and say, "You think your day was bad? Let me tell you what happened to me." Boom. That's a major red flag. Psychologists call this conversational narcissism. These people constantly crave attention. If someone consistently turns the conversation back to themselves within seconds, it's a sign they aren't interested in you or your struggles. They're simply looking for an audience. Sign 2. The flip. Now let's go a little deeper. Toxic people will hurt you, break promises, or cross the line. But when you finally gather the courage to tell them, "What you did hurt me," something strange happens. Instead of apologizing, they use a psychological trick called the flip. Suddenly they say, "You're too sensitive," or "I was just joking." You have no sense of humor. Their ego won't allow them to say, "I'm sorry." And somehow, a conversation that started with their mistake ends with you apologizing. If you always seem to be the one saying sorry, you may be trapped in a toxic cycle. Sign 3. The gossip trap. There's one simple rule of human psychology you should never forget. If someone constantly talks badly about others in front of you, they'll eventually talk badly about you behind your back. Toxic people thrive on drama. They'll come to you with secrets, gossip, and stories about other people. Why? Because putting others down gives them a false sense of superiority. Instead of building connections through trust and kindness, they build them through negativity and drama. And remember, if someone else is the target today, tomorrow it could easily be you. Sign 4. The perpetual victim. These people always seem to have a new problem. And in every story, there's always a villain. Their boss is terrible. Their family doesn't understand them. Their friends betrayed them. Everyone is wrong. And they're always the innocent victim. Psychologists know that playing the victim brings attention, sympathy, and most importantly, it allows people to avoid accountability. If every story in someone's life ends with them being the helpless victim and everyone else being the bad guy, take a step back. Because sooner or later, you'll probably become the villain in their next story. Sign 5. Boundary testing. Toxic people act like scientists. They're constantly testing how far they can push you. And it usually starts with small things. Borrowing your stuff without asking. Showing up unannounced. Canceling plans at the last minute. Ignoring your time and your needs. Now here's the difference. When you set a boundary and say, "I'm not comfortable with that," a healthy person respects it. But a toxic person? They get angry. They guilt trip you. Or they say, "You've changed." They keep pushing and pushing your boundaries until you become exhausted and eventually give in. The power move. If you notice 3 or more of these signs in someone around you, don't make it your mission to fix them. You can't heal people who don't want to change. And if you're not careful, they'll drain your energy, your peace, and your mental health. Removing toxic people from your life isn't selfish. It's self-respect. Start creating silent distance from people who repeatedly violate your boundaries and steal your peace. Conclusion. So here's a question for you. Is there someone in your life who shows these signs? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're serious about understanding psychology, protecting your peace, and becoming mentally stronger, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.